Are we on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we here?
Yeah, we're here.
We're here together?
We're here together.
Hello.
In the flesh. Hi.
And Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
In
a couple days.
a couple days for you guys.
It's true.
It's more than a couple days for us, but surprise, this isn't live.
In case you guys didn't know.
Except we're doing some live action today.
We are doing a lot of live action.
Studio.
We're in the kitchen.
AKA Shay's kitchen.
Yes. It's just like a studio.
It is.
Without all the lights and dreams.
What? Martha! Sorry. Bree might be looking up her recipe.
I mean, what?
That she's gonna make today because surprise, Bree rolled cooking this week.
She did, and you're gonna. I don't know why I'm gonna talk to you like you're in the third person, which is weird.
What is she gonna do? What's Bree gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You haven't even told me yet.
Oh, well, first of all, hello.
We've done it.
And hi, everyone.
Yes.
Welcome to 30-ish. My cooking segment today. We're going to start with some eggnog, which is what we're going to be drinking also. So we're going to have to wait. We haven't drank yet.
No, we have. Well, I mean, no.
Except we kind of did. We pre-gamed a little. I took a shot and Shay had
I'm
a White Claw.
sipping on a White Claw because I know it's going to get bad. Because I'm going to drink my feelings from my story because I rolled some crime. And you guys, usually I'm pretty like, I wouldn't say like a freaking...
You're pretty chipper for talking about murders.
I'm not a cold-hearted person. It's not made out of ice most of the time, but this one got me. I had to like watch some Friends afterwards because I felt a little
made you feel like
icky.
Jack Frost.
I didn't like it. It was upsetting. So get ready for that.
Can't wait to... Oh, and we're recording this at night, so I have to walk to my car, which is not in your parking lot because it was full today. So I have to walk an extra little couple feet. Hopefully not die.
You won't. And you'll be fine. It's not that kind of scary. It's just super sad.
Okay, fine.
So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy fucking New Year.
So you're going to like bring our spirits up first. So what are you going to do for us?
And I'm going to bring our blood alcohol content up as well.
This one I actually I might want to slur through it because it's pretty rough.
Yeah. So we're first going to start off with making some homemade eggnog, which I've never made in my whole life. And I'm super stoked because I love eggnog.
I mean, I like it for like 3 sips and then I'm full. But like today, it'll be different.
Chug it, girl. It's going to be like a White Russian.
I'll like it. It's got booze in it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
There's fucking booze in it.
Okay.
It originally called for 3 different boozes, but we're only going to use 2.
What did it call for originally?
Bourbon, cognac, and rum. All 3 of those.
Jesus Christ.
All 3.
Okay.
But we're just going to use cognac and bourbon, which is fine.
Okay.
That's
all right.
plenty.
I mean, I think so.
And we're going to make it from scratch.
Okay. I'm excited.
Because the only kind you should buy is from a local dairy.
Okay.
If you don't live in Fort Collins, but there is Royal Crest Dairy in Fort Collins that makes delicious, delicious eggnog. So I would be okay with you buying that eggnog. You can really buy eggnog at the store, that's fine. But we're going to make it from scratch today and show you how easy it is because it's going to take like a couple minutes.
Perfect.
We'll have a Christmas time. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. You guys can't see it, but it says... It's a picture of Santa, and he's holding a cell phone, and he looks really fucking sad.
He does look sad.
And up top it says, "You used to call me on my elf phone." It's obviously a play on the Hotline Bling song. Used to call me on my cell phone, but used to call me on my elf phone, and it's a sad Santa sweater.
It's very clever.
And it's Christmas time.
Is that the end of that story? Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway.
Anywho, so what did you roll? Murder, and it's gonna be horrible.
It's kind of a downer, but it happened on Christmas, so I chose to do it because it happened on Christmas.
Oh no!
So it's a little rough.
No.
But I figured since you were
story about Home Alone, Kevin McAllister's neighbor, who buried his family and put them in the trash
Oh, I
can.
forgot about that.
And salted the streets with
I
their
did
ashes.
not hunt down Buzz to ask about that story.
Buzz.
Is it a butt?
Woof.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't it like... Oh, that's right. I know some trivia about that. Maybe you told me this trivia. It was
Probably
I
did.
believe it was... They were going to put the director's or somebody's daughter as the girlfriend in the picture or whatever. But when Kevin said it, they thought that would be too mean. So they actually had, I think it was another boy or somebody that dressed up like a girl. So it wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings and give them a complex. How is that for woke as fuck
That
in
is
1991?
amazing. Yeah, that's shit. Yeah, especially 1991. They're like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
You're
they're
just
like,
a little girl.
You're expendable. Line up. I don't know what
We'll
that
get
means.
another
Anyway.
one of you.
Yeah. Anyway, so anyway.
That's hilarious. I did not tell you that.
I must have read that in my, like at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Your Tiger Beat.
In 2 o'clock in the morning, my tiger, like, what's going on with Leonardo DiCaprio?
It was like your
Which,
1991
by the
Tiger
way,
Beat.
exactly. That would be amazing. God, I miss me some Tiger Beat. And sitting on my
pull up
inflatable,
the
like, lime green chair with my
Oh my God,
see-through
my
phone.
inflatable chair was lime green.
I think I had a purple one, too. Inflatable furniture. So stupid.
I have some now.
They're like...
in my house.
Who knew? Like they thought I
have
was.
that as
They
my-
thought I was gonna be
I just
so
am-
uncool. Who's laughing now?
This never even popped, motherfuckers.
Industrial was totally worth every penny of the $49.95 that I spent on three
Spencer's
different
Gifts.
sets or three different intervals. Anyway.
It came with patches that were probably like flowers.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Remember, I had like a stick-on like patch. That was the hippie
So
one.
stupid.
Anyway,
I had it like right next to my Did you ever like wrought iron furniture? Like it was black. I had like a black, like the wrought iron black, like it had like all
Yeah,
the
I know
twisty
what you're
bullshit.
talking
Like
about.
it's very 1990s.
yeah,
I had one of those beds.
like a fucking gate for your headboard.
Yeah, I was like, no
garden gate.
one's getting in here. It's fine.
I just had like a old weird antique.
Yeah, it was like a
wood
garden
one.
gate. You're right. It had some
They're like
vine
garden
growing up on there.
gates.
Yeah.
They were cool because you could wrap things around all the different.
But that really was like my biggest 90s thing that I had. I had that for like all the way through high school. I thought I was so fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
It had little saucers for the balls.
What? The balls of your bed?
Well, like 'cause the decor on the bed, it was like the little, you would twist it and it had it looked like a sphere, but it was all whatever, and then had like a little saucer for it. Like a little.
I know.
That was amazing.
No idea what you were talking about.
Anyway.
How does that sound next to my neck?
Well, it's not like I can hear you breathing, like your larynx. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fell down
anyway,
my chest again.
I
Just
like
kidding.
it. Nope, you're fine. Okay, so do you want to just go ahead and get started?
Yeah,
We could
let's do
stop
this,
talking
'cause
about.
I am tired. It is 8:30 already. I don't even know what I'm doing up.
You're
Just kidding.
fine. It's gonna be fine. It's
I
gonna
know
be
I'm
great.
not sitting on the couch, falling asleep. That's usually what I'm doing at this time. All right.
I'm just staring at her.
Let's take a short break.
All eyes on you. Ears. All ears on you. Yep. That. You see, this is why we need a camera, because the whole thing that's happening right now, her making a face because it
I
like.
have a lot of facial expressions.
I'm like, is this what it means? Like, or is this what it looks like when you poop? I don't understand.
I really wanted to start off with a song, but
Don't worry.
I couldn't think of any Christmas songs. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I will murder you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so hey guys, it's Brie, your favorite Brie, besides the cheese, I'm sure, because let's be honest, Brie cheese is delicious.
I mean,
all right.
Do you have a creamy center that melts in your mouth? Never mind. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
what?
Let's move on. Let's move on. I don't.
Anyway,
I'll ask Chris. It doesn't matter.
but he'll tell you. Anyway, so today we're gonna start our Christmas extravaganza cooking segment.
It's an extravaganza, all right.
it is if we make all these things, which we're gonna.
Maybe after you stop reading.
We'll see. Do you want me to read this whole blog?
No, it's probably about like her
from?
Divorce and
Let's talk
that
about
she's
that
lost
for a
her kid, like in a supermarket or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like.
And her boyfriend left her, and
Let's
started
just
sleeping
talk
with the
about
neighbor,
that.
and, yeah.
It's like.
I just want the fucking recipe, Deborah.
Sometimes recipes are literally like 3 ingredients long, and there will be a 7-page long story,
like
pictures. It's like, what?
It was like my professor gave me an F on my thesis, and I'm gonna write it down for the whole world to see so they can make a judgment.
When I'm showing you how to make simple syrup.
It's true. Guess what?
Okay, but
Equal parts.
But here we go,
Dumbass.
guys. So I was gonna make Martha Stewart's eggnog, classic eggnog, but she makes way too much, and I like this recipe better. And she's like, you have to use superfine sugar, and it's like, no, you don't. You just have to have strong ass wrists, Martha.
She don't
And
have
you
them.
whip it real good.
Prison has changed her.
It has.
Actually, you would think that it would give her stronger wrists.
Yeah. She got stronger. I don't know. So today we're making the traditional eggnog. So we're gonna first start with 4 large egg yolks. Okay. And we're also going to we're gonna have 4 large eggs, okay? But we're gonna separate the whites and the yolks because we'll need the whites later, and you don't want to.
I don't know why I'm holding this also like I'm like oh my god, here it comes, the big Snoopy float's coming by. I'm holding like my microphone like it's because it's making a lot of noise in my ears. The Macy's Day Parade in my kitchen.
In your kitchen.
I still have to take my shot. I need to do that.
Shay, you need to take your shot. Do you guys hear me doing this?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, we can hear it.
This is my ASMR segment.
Yeah,
this is ASMR for me.
Well, okay. I'm going to fucking.
If anyone's in their car right now, I probably should think about that. So right now, guys, I'm separating my whites and my yolks. I don't want to get any of my yolk in with my white because why?
But really quick.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a really stupid basic bitch tool?
No.
Are you sure?
I do not want an egg separator. Fuck you for asking me.
I've never used it because why the fuck?
Got the ones the good Lord gave me.
Why the fuck
would
you ever need it? Because it's stupid, but like it's a chick, and the white comes out of its mouth, like it's vomiting.
Should I just use it for one?
No.
Want to hear a funny story? One time we were eating like lobster with my whole family, and my sister or someone asked my mom to pass something, and she's like, hold on a minute, I'm in the middle of a messy hand job.
Jesus Christ.
And we were like, oh my God, Mom. She always says shit like that, like literally, like it's like, Mother, do you realize what you just said?
But what was she doing?
She was cracking lobsters with her hands. So she said, hold on a minute, I'm in the middle of a messy hand job.
I just like she broke it down like her hands had tasks and that's how it came out, like all innocent, but holy shit.
She's a special lady.
That's sweet.
So Shay.
Okay, what's up?
The next thing I'm gonna need is your measuring cups and spoons.
Do you want like here? Open up that middle island thing.
Oh yeah.
Bottom. This is measuring cups. If you want like a.
I found some.
Okay, but if you look, is that all you want? If you open up the cabinet underneath it, there's like the
liquids.
The liquid cups.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Colonel. You want to take the shot with me?
All right, guys. So we have 4 large eggs, yolks and whites separated. We did it together, you and me. Now we're getting 1/4 cup plus a tablespoon of white granulated sugar. How was your shot, Shay? That was Shay taking a shot.
That was a little rough.
Was it?
I didn't open up my throat wide enough.
And we're not using super fine sugar. We're using...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's the same shit. People say that all the time for like cakes and shit too. Yes, it matters on some. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time,
don't
it doesn't matter.
Judge me.
The cake flour, when you make that makes a difference. But
Yes. And I found out, which I feel weird that I didn't know this, but I found out you can make, like, how to make cake flour if you don't have cake flour at your house.
I don't know how to make
And you
it.
just replace, you take out 2 tablespoons of the flour, like in per cup, you take out like a tablespoon of the flour, and then you add in a tablespoon of cornstarch.
I didn't know that. But that actually makes a lot of fucking sense. Because
Yeah.
that's the way the texture is. But I don't like that it's cornstarch.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
It's a little weird. And now I feel kind of indifferent about cake flour.
Well, great.
Ah! Move your tail!
I guess I'll just do that. Okay. So now I'm just like whispering to myself.
I like it. It's how I bake.
Good. So we got our tablespoon
Nugget.
plus a quarter of a cup of sugar. Mm-hmm. Next, we're going to have 2 cups of whole milk
Okay.
and 1 cup of heavy cream.
Boo-boo.
You want
Can you
those. You can mix the milk and the cream because they're going to be added at the same time. All right, so we can mix the cream with the milk if you would like to, if you don't want to dirty a bunch of random things.
I mean,
You can mix them together. So we're going to do 2 cups of whole milk and 1 cup of heavy cream.
perfect.
So this is my cup of heavy cream that I already have.
It's all
It's
measured
already
out.
in a little carton. And my whole milk I put in the freezer so it get really cold. So let me go grab that. All right. So my ice cold milk, just the way Santa would like it.
You're right. That's exactly how he would like it.
Ice cold milk.
Well, or
Speaking
if
of-
you're Tim Allen,
Exactly.
lactose intolerant.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh yeah, they give him like soy milk. I love that part so much. And that milk that he drinks looks so fucking good.
It does, but he's like,
I also love the part when the hot chocolate that Judy brings him. Oh, God damn, Judy.
I'm seeing somebody in rapping. I don't want your Santa Claus dick.
I literally watched that movie like 3 days ago and never got that. I never heard that part where she's like, thanks, but I'm seeing someone in rapping.
Honestly, though, like,
she's seeing a man in the rapping department. I didn't even think
I
about
didn't
it.
understand that until like I was like 25. And
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
didn't even, like,
at
think
first
about
it was
it.
some weird way. I was like, is that some, when I was younger, I was like, is that some weird elf thing to say like she's pregnant? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Okay, guys, let's move on. So we have our 2 cups of whole milk. We have our 1 cup of heavy cream. We're going to need a quarter of a cup of bourbon, a quarter of a cup of dark rum, or you can, what we're actually going to do is we're going to do a quarter of a cup of cognac. Also, you can cook your eggnog, but the traditional way they don't because they ain't pussies back then. So we're drinking raw eggs, motherfuckers.
Oh, damn, we like Schwarzenegger.
We like fucking salmonella. These are fresh, organic, pasture-raised eggs, so they're quite all right. All right, moving forward. So we have our egg whites. In our bowl of our stand mixer, which is what I cracked my egg whites into so I wouldn't have to dirty 17 bowls. So just go ahead and crack those egg whites right into your stand mixer bowl so they're all ready to go. So now it's in my stand mixer. And now I'm going to whip them up.
Whip 'em up real good.
I'm going to whip them up, girls and boys. And we're going to whip them till about soft peaks form. And if you're wondering what the hell's a soft peak, I know about Long's Peak and Pikes.
Can you stop? People outside of Fort Collins are like, I don't know what that is.
Those are mountains,
Yes,
everyone.
thank you.
Mountain tops. But we're making soft peaks with our egg whites, which means when you lift the whisk out of the egg whites,
It's like
instead
a little,
of standing straight up, they have a nice little curve, like the Grinch Mountain.
like Mount
You
Crumpet.
don't want, yes, that's it. So once those get to soft peak, we're gonna add a tablespoon of sugar slowly while the mixer's running. And then we're going to beat the egg whites until stiff peaks form, till they come straight up. And you add the sugar a little bit later so that the egg whites have a little time to do its thing. But it's not always necessary, right? To do that, or is it?
Say that one more time. I kind of
Is it
zoned
always
out.
necessary to add your sugar after you're beating your egg whites?
No, it's not necessary. You
It's
can
not.
also put it like right in the beginning too, and it'll be fine. It's kind of like whipped cream sometimes, where you can actually put it. Like people are like, no, you gotta whip the cream first, and then you put the sugar in. Like, no, you can put it all. Like I used to do that all the time.
It's fine.
Yeah, you just have to watch it like a hawk.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're at with our soft peaks. Looks like we need a little bit more time. All right, guys, it's time. We're at soft peaks. I'm slowly adding the sugar until stiff peaks form. And I'm not adding all the sugar, just a tablespoon of sugar. Helps the medicine go down. A tablespoon of sugar, that's so much sugar for a
Sure
child
doesn't.
to eat with its medicine.
A teaspoon of sugar is too much to eat. It's more like should be like an 8th spoon of a sugar helps the medicine go down.
Yeah, seriously, it should just be a pinch. All right.
Well, the motor sounds good in the high form,
Peaks.
but to be honest, that mixer is.
I don't know why it's telling me to do this first, because they're just gonna sit here while I do everything else.
I know that's kind of silly because
Okay.
I always would do that last. But take
stupid recipe.
take the metal thing out.
Oh yeah, because it'll fuck it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, guys, if you ever like make whipped cream or use it or messing with egg whites and you kind of are like, oh, I made it too soon, take the metal shit out. It will make everything fall.
It will.
if
We
you
don't
leave it
want
in there.
that.
Yeah.
So it says now we're putting these into a different bowl and setting aside.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
And now in this, so we're using the mixer bowl right now. Where is your spatula? Here's one.
Might have been used.
That's kind
I'm
of
not sure.
one.
That's kind of one.
So I'm gonna set these egg whites aside. Scrape them out of there.
Dude, Brianna, that looks beautiful.
Beautiful.
I know. I really cannot wait till like we get to film this all the time.
I know it'll be fun.
It'll be super. It'll be a lot of fun. It looks gorgeous. Look at how shiny it looks.
It's just a work of art.
It looks like when we made those snow volcanoes that one time.
Oh yeah, remember that, guys? Remember that video we made? If you didn't see it, you should go watch it
Be nice.
and just
Be nice.
enjoy. All right, so now in the same bowl, so not in the same bowl that the whites that we just put in, but we just woo! Here we go, double shot. So now we put our whites into a different bowl. We're putting our yolks into the bowl the whites were in, so the stand mixer bowl. To make a long ass story short, so we're adding the yolks, a quarter of a cup of sugar. So that's the remaining amount of sugar that we didn't put in the egg whites.
Right.
And now we're going to beat this together till it's nice and thick and
With
creamy.
a double C.
Yes, with a. I was like, what?
Like, what are you saying,
Like
you
what?
dumb hoe?
Double C. What does that mean?
It's like the time when I tried to, but I failed to try and explain what BAE means to you. Bay.
Got it. I didn't hear you
No.
because of this. Rapidly.
Honestly, though, like, that thing is. When did I graduate high school? 2004. So, honestly, like, good on you, KitchenAid. This is an @ #KitchenAid, # sponsor us. I've had that KitchenAid since I was 18. So it's over a decade old. So the fact that it's still around and kicking, and it's like not the professional one. Ours would like at Vina would, but I mean we were using them every single time. We were using them like way more than we should have been using it. So
Yeah, we weren't using them for what they were meant to be used for.
they're like, I can't.
Like
Can you stop? I
13
can't.
times a day.
I can't. It's fine. I'm probably
I'm
gonna.
just gonna break it more.
It's fine. I need to.
So we're just
I'm gonna get a new
whipping
one.
these till the sugar dissolves.
Careful.
You want it to be nice and fluffy.
Watch it.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's fine.
It's like revving down.
Oh, your KitchenAid just like blows up.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, it's done me well. I won't be shocked when it does, and I will be very happy. And I'll burn it out in the parking lot.
Burn it. I don't know if it'll
I'm gonna
light
give it
on
a.
fire.
I'll give it a Viking funeral.
So you want it to be nice and thick and fluffy, and it'll become like light yellow. Okay? And you won't see any sugar granules anymore. That's what you're looking for and hoping for.
I mean, that's
You're hoping
the goal.
for that to be the case.
Yes.
Okay, time out. I gotta rinse my hands again.
Okay, you're good. You got slack. You're good.
Okay, so now our egg yolks are whipped. It is now time for the milk and the cream and the liquor. Okay? So we're gonna add all the other ingredients together now. So we're adding our milk.
Get it. Dude,
You hear that?
I can totally hear it. You don't have to. It sounds disgusting.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
So we got the milk in. Now it's time for our perfectly measured little cup of organic heavy cream.
So you're just gonna pour that whole thing in there?
The whole thing. Yeah, this is not for the diabetics or the lactose intolerant.
No fucking shit.
It's a little.
They're like, here's your eggnog and an enema to go with it.
Just add all that heavy cream in.
It's almost okay. You can stop tapping it. It's fine. Jesus Christ.
Was that annoying as fuck?
I'm like, stop it.
And it doesn't say the amount of nutmeg, but I like me some nutmeg. So.
Okay, just be careful because like,
You don't like
you're
nutmeg.
grating it. No, I love nutmeg. I thought like I've done that before. Like I like a lot of nutmeg, and then I just chunked the whole like a bunch of fucking pound. Like, well, that's how that goes.
Are you guys ready for this ASMR?
Fuck, man.
Shay, this is a beautiful sound that we're about to hear. Dun, 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 dun.
Perfect.
Oh my God, I almost dropped the microplane into the batter. And by batter, I mean our drink. It looks like a batter. It's eggnog though, y'all. That's what it's all about. It's thick as fuck. Okay,
Here we go.
ready?
Oh wow, I can hear that clear as day. Nope, you don't have to go any closer. Just put that right back on the fucking bowl. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you like nutmeg? Good.
It's like a teeny tiny saw. Can you not? I'm just joking.
Shay,
I'm joking.
you have to tap the microplane to get all the nutmeg out.
You do.
So get over it.
But let me smell it. It's my favorite.
So if you guys don't remember from my last couple episodes, but I've been building a fence lately because I've been doing a lot of random things. Anyways, but sometimes when we'll like drill through the wood, it'll smell like fucking nutmeg.
What?
Yeah. It's fucking cool.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah. It's spreckin' cool.
That's
What did
fucking
you just
cool.
say?
That's fucking cool. It's not. It was sprechen.
All right, guys. Now it's
Sprechen
time
German?
for the booze. So we're gonna do.
Yeah. It's neither here nor there.
Okay, so we're gonna do about almost a half a cup of bourbon.
Oh my god.
Here we
Listening
go.
to you do this, like in my
That
ear
sounded
holes,
like
is
the worst
hilarious.
porn in
It
the
just sounds like you have like a urinary tract infection.
That is sick. Oh marron.
Everyone's gonna be like 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. You guys suck at this. You've been doing it for almost a year. Get your shit together, Carol.
Whatever, we're having a blast.
Look at. Hey, wait, Brianna.
What?
Before you go any. Oh wait, actually, you have to keep going. Oh, he likes your grandma.
He's hanging out with my grandma's apron. I brought over my grandma's Christmas apron, Grandma Lorraine, which is my dad's mom.
Which is it's cute. It's like imagine like if
Like
you.
a smock.
Yeah, it's like a smock. Like when you put it, and actually my grandma has one too. So maybe it's a grandma thing. It's like when you go to preschool or when you went to preschool, not when you go to preschool, especially if you don't
I
have
go
any kids,
still.
that'd be weird. And you get like those little plastic smocks, and they have all the paints and shit on them. It looks like that, and my grandma has one too, but it's a different. It has like I think it actually has like it's like plaid, but like a blue whatever, and then it has like a chicken on it because she loves chickens.
That is so cute.
She's pretty adorable. She's like 4'9". She's technically a dwarf. She's pretty cute.
She's that one, that grandma.
Yeah, you'll meet her one day.
I will. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. A little bit of salt, guys.
Girl. Gotta bring on that flavor,
because you gotta
dough.
bring all the flavors out. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can do a little more if you want. You can do a little less if you want, but you do need salt because despite what you might think, why would you put salt in something sweet?
It brings out that flavor, girl.
And if you guys couldn't see my face, which you couldn't, I was just crossing my eyes while saying that.
Come January 2020. 2020. Yeah, I said that right.
Is that
2020. No,
next year?
that's actually redundant. 2020. Come January 2020, you will be able to see that because we'll have all of our episodes filmed. As we've said it 7,000 times, which I'm sure you're like, you said that already, you dumb bitch. What's the matter?
I just smelled our eggnog and holy shit, it smells boozy.
Well, that's
right.
good because I'm like, yeah.
So we were just beating this on low for about a minute or for a little bit of a story time.
Hashtag foreshadowing to my story.
So now with the mixer,
What?
this recipe says with the mixer on fold.
What? Unfold? What kind of
First of all, this is another thing about other recipes. People try to fuck you right up. There ain't no fold mechanism on a mixer.
But I also like that you guys, obviously, you're seeing Brie read this in real time because she did not read this.
I didn't read this recipe. I wanted to all be a surprise to all of us.
Again, it's like
So
me
it
on
would last
every single
longer.
time. It's like me on every single school presentation. Like, I just wanted to be surprised right along with you guys. Anyway,
Tastes like
no,
eggnog.
that's ridiculous though that they have like it's a fold mechanism. Like there is no fold, ma'am. There will never be a fold. And if you do, like you need to release that fucking KitchenAid edition that has a fold mechanism. How amazing would that be?
Yeah, like is that a thing?
No,
Please
it
tell
is
us
not.
if there are, but I don't understand how that could even ever be a thing unless you have a fucking
Maybe in Star Wars land.
robot.
I was gonna say it's like a C-3PO.
Anyway,
Hashtag nerd,
do you have vanilla? Because I want to add vanilla to our eggnog.
Open up that cabinet of spices.
And that's another thing, guys. If you feel like you're tasting it and you're like,
Is that not-
I feel like it could use
No,
more
no,
eggnog.
that's the freezer.
I
What are
wasn't
you
even listening
doing?
to you.
It's the cat. No. On the left. I was pointing. Yeah, so it was confusing. Anyway.
I just went where you
here.
pointed.
No, you're fine. I got you. I got your slack, girl. Okay, I'm trying to find where
Vanilla.
it's at. Where is?
Found this one.
Does it say? Yep.
Adams?
Yep. Use that one. It's the best. It's from Texas.
It's
Smell it.
Adam's best.
Smell it.
Didn't we make a dick joke about Adam's best?
We did. Smell it. It's good.
It's like marshmallows and cream. I'm just going to use it
Just
all.
use it all.
All right, I did
I'm
it.
gonna get some more.
All right, so now we're going to fold, guys. Not using the mixer because that is a joke.
It is a joke. I'm actually gonna text my mom right now and ask her to send me more vanilla.
Am I folding? And I just want to make sure, but we are folding in all the egg whites. And that, my friends, is how you make eggnog.
Bum, ba-da, bum.
Bum, ba-da-da. And when you fold, what you're wanting to do is kind of lift. You're going to go under and kind of lift over like you're, literally folding it in. You're not like beating it together. And it takes a little while, but you just keep folding until it's mixed. And then we're going to chill these. It says to chill it for like at least an hour. But, I froze my milk, so.
You did. You froze your milk real good.
The milk was not frozen, but I'm also not using a normal spatula.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
It's the same thing.
Good.
You gotta fold that shit in.
Gotta fold. You gotta know when to fold it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys, you just drink this
Oh, look.
with all the booze. The booze kills anything that could be in here.
Holy shit. That tastes good, girl.
It is really good.
But holy
It's
fuck.
so frothy.
But it must chill. It must like, it's like when you make a latte and then it kind of peters out. But like, holy crap.
When you're making a latte and it peters out. I got you. Yeah, you're supposed to let it chill. So
But first of all, I actually think you should be like the host of a game show. And when you're, to just like undermine anything that anybody else says, like when your mom is a whore and she comes home. Like, I don't even know.
just peter it a little bit. Perfect. Oh, wow. We're not going to have any listeners after this one,
They're
are
all
we?
gone. This is just you and me talking to each other. And my mom.
Oh, man. Okay, there we are.
But it does taste really good. It's going to taste really boozy in an hour, so it's going to be delicious.
It will. It took us 40 minutes to make eggnog.
Oh, yeah. All right, moving on.
Well, I am a chef. Usually I'm a little faster than this.
Well,
but
it's a little different when we're making the TVs.
That's true.
It's not even that at all. It's a
That's right.
podcast.
All right, guys. So eggnog's made. It's a frothy little beast.
But it tastes delicious.
It does taste delicious. It tastes delicious. It does taste delicious. As a matter of fact, it tastes delicious. Just peter it a little bit and we'll be right back, okay?
Fuck you. All right.
What? Okay, shut
Are we
up.
ready for this festive cheer to go away? Because
This festive cheer. The joyous
all right,
sound shall be silenced.
it's gonna be silence, and I already apologize to everybody.
So we already decided we're going to take an intermission for this story because it's so sad and
We're gonna
fucked
have
up,
to.
because we also have to try our eggnog that's been chilling
we're gonna have to.
like a villain.
Yeah. So wait, how long? So it takes about an hour?
It says to chill at least an hour.
When did we put that in? Well,
About 30 minutes ago. Wink.
wink. Got it.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll go fine.
I just put it in the freezer. So
Actually, I
just
think,
kidding.
but I actually think you're right. It was about 30 minutes ago, so we're good.
Oh, also, guys, you can't. Oh, I did tell you this already, that you can cook the eggnog. So basically, you would like make it like you were making ice cream base, and then you just chill. So basically, eggnog can also basically be like a thin creme anglaise.
But you have to explain to people that don't know what that means.
But if you don't know what the creme anglaise is, so
like, I know what you mean. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But
when you make ice cream base, you basically have to make a custard, which is you're heating up some cream and then you're tempering the cream, the warm cream, into the yolks of the eggs that you mix with sugar, and you're slowly pouring it in, mixing that together, and then you put that mixture back on the stove and heat it up till it makes a nice thick custard, till it coats the spoon, and that's how you make a creme anglaise. That's how you make which is a sauce, and then that's how you make ice cream base. So basically, you can just make eggnog. If you want to cook it, you can just make it like you were making an ice cream base, and then you just chill it and drink it, and it's just like a thinner version of that.
delicious.
Also, if you do it that way, you can then just literally spin it in an ice cream maker and it'll make ice cream.
It's probably pretty dope too.
And you can actually, if you buy eggnog at the store, it doesn't work as well, but you can technically just spin that in your ice cream maker and it'll work, kind of. It won't be as like creamy, because usually it's just like pasteurized and not as like, thick and yummy as you would make it at your home. But but yeah, those are just some different variations.
Still good.
If you guys like that nog. Also, one of my favorite drinks of the season, I think I said this last week, was an eggnog latte. So go try one of those.
You did say that.
And
it's delicious.
Now let's get depressed and sad before I have to go to sleep.
It's true. You'll have to watch something lighthearted. All right.
Good thing it's Christmas time. I'll just fucking watch Elf.
That's true. Actually, that'll be a nice palate cleanser.
No, I'll watch Family Stone. That is one of my favorite Christmas movies. Have you ever seen that movie?
That's the one with Jennifer Aniston, right?
No, it's with Sarah Jessica Parker, and she's a fucking stuck-up bitch.
Isn't that every character that she fucking plays?
No, she's not a stuck-up bitch in Sex and the City. She's not a stuck-up bitch
Yes,
in
she
Hocus
is.
Pocus.
Yes, she fucking is. Did you actually hear her when she talked about the pretty spider and then ate it? What a pretty spider.
That's not being stuck up. That's
I'm
being
just
a
making it up.
witch.
I'm just making it up. But
She
Carrie
knew she
Bradshaw,
was hot, though.
holy yeah, she knew she was hot in fucking Hocus
Because
Pocus.
look at her sisters. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, but like Carrie Bradshaw, I wanted to punch her in her fucking face.
But that was the point. Also, speaking of Sex and the City,
Yeah.
I was flipping through Netflix trying to find one thing to watch out of the million and thousand things that they have.
Yeah.
And there's a show from like the early 90s or maybe late 80s called Tales from the City. And it basically,
Is it about two mice?
Parker Posey is in it and some
What?
other girl
I would
that's
watch
famous that I don't know her name.
You said Parker Posey. I would watch it. That's fine.
And Parker Posey is a girl named like Carrie blah blah that sounds like Carrie Bradshaw, and it's like they live in New York, and this character is like very similar to Carrie. Like I was like, is this like a spinoff? Was Sex and the City supposed to be a spinoff of Tales of the City?
They're like, let's just try this again.
They're like, let's just make this a little racier.
Tales of the City.
Yeah,
Laura Linney. And
Laura Linney, that's her name.
Oh, I was like, that's not.
Is she
but
blonde?
I would still watch it with Laura Linney and Ellen Page.
Wait, what?
Tales
Ellen
of the City.
Page is no, that's not the right movie.
What? It's what
Tales of the City. Just look up Parker Posey Tales of the City.
Oh,
And it'll be
I feel like
Tales, not like you have a tail.
Yes, I know that. I took English, you asshole. Like, jackass. Like, making sure that you're not spelling it like a cat's tail. Like, I am. I did graduate from.
But now that I'm thinking of tail, like, why is it pronounced that way? Tale.
Because it's long, like a tail.
God, the English language, it must be fucking so confusing
I know.
for people to learn. Because there's like 6 words that are all pronounced the same exact way, but they're different meanings and different spellings.
Even though that, like, Americans, a lot of them, like, think that, oh my God, Spanish is so hard to learn. But I've actually heard that the English language is actually the hardest language to learn because we have
weird fucking rules for shit and things don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Ever read Amelia Bedelia? It's just like, fuck, dude, it's hard.
That should be the test. Be like, figure this out. And if you can figure it out, like, you're in. That's fine.
If you can dress a turkey, you pass.
I don't even remember half the stuff.
I
Because I was like,
remember
what the fuck
that,
were you talking about, Amelia? You're fucking crazy.
All
Tales
right.
of the City. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just really really trying to veer you off the path.
It's true. It's rough.
To
Anyway.
the sorrow.
Okay. So this is a Christmas tale. I did it specifically for this. I actually looked up, Santa Claus killers. And he actually came up. And he actually, there was a couple of them. But
Oh my God, Santa Claus killers? Is that what you just said?
I did. Because I was like, I didn't know what else. I was so, okay. So I am working a ridiculous amount of time right now, or I'm just working a lot right now, so I'm just like not firing on all cylinders. So I'm like, that'll be easy and fun. Not fun, but that'll be easy. Christmas, like Santa Claus killers. So I typed that in, and I got a bunch of weird shit. But half of them actually, and this guy actually looked like Santa Claus when he actually committed the killing. So I'm like, I guess that makes sense. But I think it actually is more talking about, or they're referencing that he did it around Christmas time, like around the 24th. Are you ready?
I guess.
Okay. So this is the...
I better watch out. I'm probably going to cry. I'm definitely going to pout. And I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is killing around the town.
I love you. That's amazing.
Thanks.
Bravo.
I just made that
Golf
up
clap.
myself.
I dig it.
For this particular situation. Here we go.
It's a tough rhyme. Okay. Anyway, so this is the story of Ronald Gene Simmons. Ever heard of him? I have
No, but when you said Ronald, I thought you were going to say Reagan, and I'm drunk.
But it's fine because halfway through the story, I was like, it's like Richard Simmons, but shittier.
Yeah,
Without like rainbow spandex pants. Anyway, so this is the story of Ronald Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons is the guy from Kiss, isn't it? Isn't that?
I don't even know. I can't even.
It is. It's the. Who is Gene Simmons?
Seriously?
Let's see if John Legend answers.
Okay, 45 minutes later, we'll get to the beginning of the story.
Check out these results.
Oh, he did. Okay. Kiss.
Jesus Christ.
Gene Simmons is from Kiss. Russell Simmons is a workout star. So he could have been either one. Sorry, go.
I know.
Shut up, Brie.
You're avoiding it. I get it. Okay, anyway, so on the morning of December 28th, but December 28th of 1987, taking it back to you to the
December
80s.
28th, that's Chris's birthday. My boyfriend, my love of my life.
Well,
1988?
1987.
87, okay. He was born in 88.
Okay, so it was the year before that. Maybe he reincarnated as one of these people.
Oh my God, Christopher! Caramel.
Maybe he's so good. Never mind. Okay, so Ronald Simmons drove into Russellville, Arkansas. And
Ronald Simmons drove into Russellville, Arkansas.
Just
Russell
so everybody
Simmons?
knows, I have not finished one fucking sentence yet into my story.
I'm sorry. It's just every sentence you say is so
I know,
funny.
it's hilarious.
Okay, go.
No, but you're right. Like it's kind of like so
It's just so
Ronald
ironic, don't you think?
Simmons, which we should go to that concert, don't you think?
What? Alanis is coming here?
I don't know if she's coming here, but we should figure out how to get to her.
Oh, we'll get there.
Anyway, so he drove into Russellville, Arkansas, and at a law office shot dead a young woman named Kathy Kendrick, who had turned down his advances in the past. So,
great.
Next stop, he went to an oil company office where Simmons shot dead a man named J.D. Chaffin and wounded the owner. He then drove to a convenience store, a conference room. He didn't do that. He then drove to
Gene and Russell.
Yep, to a convenience store where he shot and wounded another woman. Now, mind you, he actually shot this woman in the head, but she survived, which is fucking insane. Now,
what's her name?
I'll tell you that later. If I wrote it down. Anyway, so now on. So he stand by. I said that all wrong. Okay. He then went to another office, his former workplace, at the Woodline Motor Freight, where he shot and wounded another poor woman, also in the head, but they survived. And it was actually an ex-boss of his that he actually had the biggest grudge against.
Wait,
but
this was all on the same day.
it's all on the same day.
And he just was like, boop, 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 doo, doo, doo.
Oh, Brianna, buckle up. Okay?
Oh my
Just
God,
buckle up.
I haven't even.
So,
We haven't even pushed on the gas.
no, we haven't. We're just going to neutral. So, the whole thing took 45 minutes. After shooting office manager Joyce Butts, which was the one that he really wanted to hurt, at the Woodline Motor Freight, Simmons then surrendered to a secretary there and stated, "I've gotten everybody who wanted to hurt me," and he waited there until the police came, and when they arrived, he handed over his gun without any resistance. So that's what he said. He came over to the receptionist there after he shot poor Joyce and just said, "It's fine. I got everybody. I'm done.
I got everyone
I'm done."
I need.
And he just sat there and he just made small talk with her and just waited for the police to come. However, the police had yet to realize they hadn't even seen like anything yet. Like they were hitting like the tip of the iceberg, so to speak.
Oh no.
So, okay, so we're gonna rewind a little bit. So, in his early life, he grew up in Chicago, and in 1957, Simmons dropped out of school and joined the U.S. Navy. While stationed in Washington, he met Becky. I'm probably gonna butcher her last name. So, Ulabera? Well, that's probably wrong, but I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
English is hard.
It's tough. The two married in 1960 in New Mexico. We all know how prestigious that is, and settled there. Oh, let me say that whole sentence again. Okay, so the two married in 1960 in New Mexico and settled there. I believe they settled in a place called what's it called? It was called Cloudcroft, New Mexico.
Ooh.
Simmons then
sounds nice.
Doesn't it sound nice? So Simmons then left the Navy a few years later and joined the U.S. Air Force. Over the next 18 years, the couple had 7 children and settled into the city.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they were busy. Into the city.
Well, at least he was busy doing something else.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not.
Here we go.
Guess we're gonna find out.
So they settled into their life and everything else, and they're in their local
7 children.
city of Cloudcroft.
Settled right into that vagina.
Jesus Christ. At least 7 times. During his 22-year military career, Simmons was awarded the Bronze Star, the Republic of Vietnam Cross for his service as an airman, and the Air Force Ribbon for excellent marksmanship. Simmons retired he retired on November 30th of 1979 at the rank of Master Sergeant. So I'm just giving you an idea of he's doing his service. He's a good guy. He's
at least from the outside,
he's a decorated vet. He's just he just looks on the outside just like an all-around American guy, right?
A lot of your fucking people sound like this, Shay, and then they're not.
Just the pillar of communities, and then they're not.
You can't trust nobody.
Exactly. So, however, even though he was highly decorated, there were some darker secrets Mr. Simmons was hiding. You ready? So,
in his sequin pants.
In his sequined little pants, and he was like, we're here to work out, we're going to feel good about ourselves. That's not what he was at all, unfortunately. I would have taken that. So on April 3rd of 1981, Simmons was being investigated by the Cloudcroft, New Mexican. That's not right at all. New Mexico. He was being investigated by the Cloudcroft, New Mexico Department of Human Services for allegations that he had fathered a child with his 17-year-old daughter, Sheila.
With his?
That is correct.
17-year-old daughter.
That is correct. The rumor started when he was seen giving her more than friendly kisses goodbye each morning at the bus stop. And eventually she admitted to the school counselor she was pregnant with his baby. Mostly because she was in denial that she was pregnant due to the fact that she was ashamed that she was raped by her father in the first place. Just devastating.
God damn it, Shay.
Yeah. So she was just, so she actually, he went to his wife, Rebecca, after 7 kids. And I guess she was having really rough pregnancies or something like that. And he wanted more kids. And she was going, I will literally fucking die. I mean, I really, it was like a damaging, after 7 kids though, I'm sure her body was like, we're done. We're not doing this anymore. And he was pretty grumpy about that. And eventually, he actually favored this daughter, Sheila. She actually was given the best Christmas gifts, and it was, well known in the family that she was the favorite.
Was she the oldest?
She was, I believe she was the oldest, yes. There might be one more, above
not that
her.
Fucking matters at all.
Right, but I believe...
No.
I know, but I believe she was the oldest. Or the eldest. But anyway, so she actually, he started to come on to her because whatever the reason, whether he was wanted to keep fathering children or whatever it was, but she was favored. She actually was called his little princess. So, and all of the brothers and sisters knew that she was the favorite. So anyway. So, but she was ashamed that, I guess they went on a trip, and that's where he attacked her and raped her. And she was so ashamed, and she was just mortified, and then she ended up pregnant after that encounter. And actually, everybody except obviously the women in the family were actually, oh, not everyone, but like the son like pretended to be happy and was just like, even the father was like, oh my God, this is amazing that you're gonna have my kid, but everyone shut the fuck up because like, you know.
But they all knew it was the dad's child.
That is correct. That's correct. Oh. But the wife was not like, oh my God, this is amazing. She was devastated and horrified. But yeah, as time goes on, you'll see. Anyway, so she does actually have the baby, and it's a girl. So it's his granddaughter and his daughter. So charges were filed, but eventually dropped, and the Simmons family disappeared. They fled to Arkansas and landed in Dover in the summer of 1983. The family took up residence on a 13-acre tract of land that would become known as Mockingbird Hill. Very quaint, right? Very quaint. It was isolated. No phone, not even plumbing. So in
no wonder.
Right, in some sources it states that he had like an unhooked phone just sitting in the house, just to show them like who the boss was or whatever. Like, so he was like, yeah, that shit's not hooked up and it will never be hooked up. Like, so he monitored all that shit. So he lives. Yeah,
I wonder what else he did.
Right. So he lives his life of isolation with his family, and everyone is miserable. Obviously, I mean, he's not, but they are.
It's just so sad that, like, I mean, especially a woman with her 7 children. What the fuck is she supposed to do?
Right. She doesn't. I mean, she's not. I mean, she's trapped. She's completely trapped.
But you're not.
Right.
You are.
But
I'm not saying like you're not.
But in the late 80s, they don't have internet.
Yeah, they didn't have
phones.
Yeah, especially in that time.
I mean, he isolated them up in the Ozarks. He did it on purpose. So,
oh my God, that's so scary. That's just so sad.
Yeah. So, he hops from job to job in the nearby town of Russellville. He quit a position as an accounts receivable clerk at Woodline Motor Freight, where after numerous reports of inappropriate sexual advances, shocking, all of the while his family stayed isolated from them on Mockingbird Hill. They couldn't really socialize. All the mail going in and out of the home was monitored by Simmons, so he would open the mail that they would send out. Doesn't matter who it was going to. They, like, if it was like a daughter, like, and she was sending it to a cousin, he would open it and fucking read it. If it came in, doesn't matter if it was addressed to him or his family or any members of his family, he would open it and read it.
So much power in mail back then.
1,000%. Gross. He controlled all the finances, even the grocery shopping. So, like, no freedoms. And when the only way that the kids would be able to, like, get letters out was, like, when he would go shopping and they would sneak letters out to go and just, you know, whoever they needed to go to. In 1983, poor Sheila actually ends up pregnant again. Yeah. But this time, she convinces him to get an abortion, which he was really sad about, you know.
She convinced him?
Yeah. She convinced him because I'm sure is like, do you want to run again? Because that's what's going to happen. If I am pregnant, like, it's going to, you know, no, everybody knows, like, that we're up on this hill. Everybody knows about us, and, like, we're isolated and whatever. So there was no rumor circulating around that they were sleeping together, but she convinced him, like, it will be bad. Like, it will be bad. We'll have to move again. So he reluctantly agreed, took her to an abortion clinic in a separate county, and had it done. But he was super sad about it. Fucking piece of shit. So thank God she at least was able to voice her opinion and not be like, no. So, so things are coming to a boiling point between him and Rebecca, and his wife. And after several attempts, she finally tells him, I'm fucking leaving. Like, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. She had been saving up money for divorce and finally felt she had the chance after years of physical and mental abuse. And there's a source that says, like, he actually never hit his kids, except when they tried to defend their mother. Then it was game on. So he was like, I never beat my children unless they tried to stop me from beating my wife. Then, you know, I beat the shit out of them. So, yeah.
Oh my
Just a piece of work. So
what a unpleasant man.
So that's just kind of the backstory of a quick backstory of like what was kind of happening. So cut back to him just sitting quietly waiting for the police to arrest him. Police take him
December 28th.
on December 28th. So police take him in for questioning, and they ask about his family. When they couldn't get a straight answer out of him, they obviously had to drive up there since they couldn't call them. So they get up there, they peek in the windows, and they see blood all over the walls. They enter the home, and next to wrapped gifts, below the Christmas tree, were the corpses of 12 of the Simmons family, lay neatly in rows. Each was covered with a coat, except for Sheila, who was laid out in like a formal viewing state.
Oh my God.
Oh, it gets worse. Okay. Except she was covered by Mrs. Simmons, Rebecca, best tablecloth.
What the fuck? My God.
So police leave. They're going to get a search warrant.
And they found all of these. They found them
in the house
after they found all these other people.
What?
That he had killed that night?
So remember when, like, so he was sitting there. And
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just whatever. And obviously they knew where he had been because the 911 calls were made. So they ask about his family, and he's like not really saying anything. Actually, there's some sources say that he like his eyes are kind of he wells up a little bit, but they don't get a straight answer out of him. So they can't call, so they go up because they need to make sure that they're okay. So they go up there, and then it's like, oh, like there's blood all over the walls. So they go into the home, and they find 12 members of the family in neat little rows, just like so he had killed them and he moved them.
So probably including fucking what's her name's like his new daughter, granddaughters.
That's correct. So just wait. So they go.
I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah. So they go get a search warrant because they see like there's like a murder has happened, but they're not going to do anything and not collect evidence illegally. Yeah. So they leave. They don't touch anything else. They go and get a search warrant. They get back in the morning where they look outside the home, and there they find in a shallow pit more bodies.
Great.
It was more of the Simmons family. They finally find the last two members of Simmons' two toddler grandsons wrapped in plastic sheeting and hidden in abandoned cars parked nearby. So, all in all, that's 16 people.
In one day. 45 minutes?
Yeah. No, 45 minutes was just the killing spree down.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
Right. So
not
that,
at his home.
Not at his home. So the police find all this and they go back to Ronald and they're like, you want to talk about it? So,
you got something to say, sir?
Right. So to this day, his motives remain unclear. He never gave a reason, but a couple of theories are, number one, he found out that his wife was going to leave him. She wrote a letter to her son shortly before the murders, and remember, he's looking at mail going in and out, so maybe he got this one, and she thought that it was safe, but it wasn't. I don't want to live the rest of my life with Dad. I am a prisoner here, and the kids are too. Every time I think of freedom, I just want out as soon as possible. That's from the wife. Yeah. And I guess, well, in his option, like, I guess in his brain, like, it's like, well, I'm going to kill the entire family then. Like, if you want to leave, then I'm going to kill the family. So I think it was like a control thing for him. And I think a lot of, like, the family was kind of slipping away. So I don't know. I don't know. Who's to say? But seriously.
Yeah, he's a little mental.
Seriously. So the second theory is maybe all the sperm, like the spurned,
the sperm.
So maybe like all like the pushback from advances from the daughter who he had the baby with, because she eventually left home and married. In a small excerpt from a letter from him to her, said, you have destroyed me and you have destroyed my trust in you. I will see you in hell. This is what he wrote to her. Because he was just still so obsessed. In any case, he fucking snapped, and I mean, in all honesty, like he more like fucking his head exploded. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
Time out.
what?
Look at your cat.
I know. Look at her.
Duda's just hanging out with her tail flopping around.
That's just her.
It's like the longest she's ever been out on the bed
I
this
know.
whole time.
That's what she does, though. She just hangs out, and she just loves to love. She just loves to
I'm just
love.
laughing at her little tail.
Boop. That's what she does all night. Boop.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
She's making me happy in this
I'm glad you're
dark
focusing on that.
tunnel of sadness.
I'm glad you're focusing on that.
This glass case of emotion.
It's pretty bad.
Milk was a bad choice.
It was.
Eggnog. Okay.
So,
keep going.
do you want to take a minute? It's 10 o'clock. That means it's been an hour since the eggnog. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
Pause.
We're gonna try our eggnog, y'all.
Okay, hey
I have
guys.
a huge crush on Adam Driver, so.
That's true. I just have a huge crush on anything Star Wars. Did I mention I went to go to Star Wars Land? I did several times.
You did.
It's amazing. Anyone that hasn't gone, please go. It's amazing. All
right, we're back.
Yes.
Did you push record?
Yep, I did. We had some eggnog, and it was actually not that I didn't believe in you, but it was really good.
It was good. It's nice
so
and
good.
light. It's not as heavy.
It was. I mean, like again.
We took a shot of it instead of a
No, yeah, I
whole drink because
gotta
we're
go
not.
to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then my roommate came home, and she told me I have to go see Star Wars, and
Yeah, guys.
I'm
Star
a
Wars
little-
came out
I'm
today.
very
That's
jealous.
when we're recording
I'm
this.
very, very jealous that she's gone to see it.
So Merry Christmas to that.
Anyway,
And back
moving
to
on.
depressing.
Oh, I'm like, where's my computer? I haven't put it in my lap yet. Okay, America.
Amir, I can.
I can't.
I want to just lay on your bed.
It's okay. The best part is yet to come.
Oh, God.
Literally. It's not literally. I'm so
Okay,
sorry, everyone.
I was like, oh, no, it's even worse than I thought.
Okay, here we go. Okay, where were we? Oh, that's right. Okay, so on December 22nd.
The killings?
Yes.
All the family.
On December 22nd.
The two in the outside fucking
I'm going to hit you. So, on December 22nd, 6 days before the murders in Russellville. So, he drops the kids off at the bus stop, as he does. And as he usually does.
Drops them?
He drops them right on their head. So, he drops them off at the bus stop and then watches them get on the bus to make sure that that's where they're going. And then he goes down to the local Walmart and he purchased a .22 caliber gun. And I'm probably saying that wrong because I don't know gun lingo, but it's fine.
I think you don't have to say the point.
It's .2. I'm the worst. I don't even know. I don't know.
I was just laughing at your facial expression when you said that.
Point. Like I have to poop really hard and I just don't.
Yeah.
I misunderstood the assignment. Anyway, so he goes and buys a handgun. He goes back to his home and grabs a crowbar and began by shooting and beating his eldest son, Gene, in the head, followed by his wife, who he killed in a similar manner. So right off the bat, he just went home.
So wait, this was 6 days
before
the 28th?
Just put that in your brain, please.
Oh, no.
So, shortly afterwards, he strangled his 3-year-old granddaughter, Barbara, to death, who I believe is Gene's.
Where was all other 12 children?
Just wait. They were at school. Remember, he dropped them off the bus stop, and all the numbers will make sense here in a little bit. So
This sucks because, like, you know, scary movies, you're like, you're an idiot. You should have not tripped on the air, you know? But it's like,
every
you
day of my
can't
life.
say that kind of shit with this, and it's really sad because it's real. And
I know. It's
that was
fucked up.
really dumb. Please delete that.
No, it's fine. I get what you're saying. It's just
My
like
brain doesn't work.
I'm sure you're saying like surely they would have seen it, but like Gene was still in the bed. He was still sleeping, so he dropped them off at school, which I'm sure was like probably like 7:30 in the morning. He goes to Walmart. He knows what he's getting. Comes back. They're all still sleeping.
Yeah, I get it.
And then he kills him. Like he hits him in the crowbar while he's still asleep. He wakes up, and then he shoots him in the head. Like I think like 4 fucking times. Something ridiculous. And then he shoots his wife, and I think he bludgeons her a little bit too. But he just shoots. I mean, he just gets right. Again, this guy's a marksman, so he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, I fucking got about that part.
And then he strangles his 3-year-old granddaughter, Barbara, to death. He then dumped the 3 bodies in.
That's also his daughter.
No. This is
actually his granddaughter.
This is actually his granddaughter. So at this point, Gene has had kids, and I believe there's a couple more. The daughter that had the incestual daughter with him has another son as well. So anyway, so he then dumped the 3 bodies into a cesspit that he made his children dig a few weeks. Like they call it a cesspit, but like it's like a pit. That he made his children dig a few weeks prior. So yeah, he made them dig their actual grave.
Great. I dug a bunch of holes today. What's my dad doing for me?
Right. Under the ruse, they needed another outhouse. You know, that old chestnut, that old ruse, like, hey, we got to get another outhouse, so go. I mean, this is also
dig this giant pit for your fan.
Right. So they didn't think anything of it. They're like, oh yeah, the outhouse is full, so we got to dig another poop shoot hole. So again, and this is a guy that also he actually, in some sources that he talks about, like, or they talk about how he would make them methodically, like, just move rocks from one side of the yard to the other just to give them something to do. Because these people...
This sounds a lot like my childhood.
Go move that rock over there.
We actually built things with the rocks.
Yeah. And again, like, these people, like, they were isolated. They didn't have anything to do, so that he would just put them to work. Because this is just how he would exert his power. So, anyway, so after disposing of the bodies, he cracked open a beer and waited for, for 4 more of his children to come home, from school. So, and they range from ages 17, 14, 11, and 8. So, they didn't range. They just were that. I don't know why I said it that way.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry. Anyway.
Isn't a big deal.
Jesus. English is rough. Okay. When they finally... Works for me. When they finally did arrive, he told them they had a present for everybody.
Oh my God.
But he needed to give it to them separately. So they were all in the house, so he told them to all go to their rooms. So one by one, he led each kid outside, strangled and held their head in a rain barrel until they drowned.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So can you imagine these kids who are isolated, who are neglected?
I'm trying not to imagine any of this.
No, but like they're sitting, I know, but like they're sitting in their rooms and they're just, I mean,
waiting for their gift.
I mean, and this is from a dad that they feel like is a fucking asshole and a piece of shit. Well, I don't know if that's how they felt about him, but like, especially the younger ones, but like the older ones.
Especially if the mom's writing letters to the children.
Yeah. Well, and the the one that the 17-year-old, her name was Loletta, I believe. And after Sheila left the house, the one that he had an incestuous relationship with, he tried coming onto her, and she was like, "You can go fuck yourself, dude." And so she was the first one to die and everything else. So, anyway, so I'm sure she knew something was up, but she just didn't know what. But at the same time, he was like, "Well, this is like the most, like, he's like actually being nice and whatever, and this is kind of nice." And but yeah, so anyway, so he kills the 4 of them,
in the same way,
like, so he would strangle them,
come get the present,
and or drown them outside. Oh, God. So they too were placed in the shallow pit. He then poured kerosene over the bodies so they didn't smell. I'm not sure why he thought that, but okay. He believed that it would help not attract animals or people. So I don't know. I don't know if that actually fucking worked. So
what you would do to light them on fire.
Yeah, but he didn't light them on fire. So
he just did it for the smell.
He just did it for the smell. So
I mean, I don't know what's worse.
Right. So 4 days pass. And on December 26th, so 4 days, he has them just outside. And he's just hanging out.
Just hanging in his blood-drenched house.
He's just like, it's cool. Finally, some peace and quiet.
Oh, my God.
That's what he was probably thinking. But at the same time, like, they were like, yeah, we wanted to fucking leave your ass. Like, you would have had all the quiet you wanted. Like, you're a piece of shit. Anyway, so...
Hashtag control.
Yeah. So on December 22nd, so obviously the day after Christmas, the rest of the family shows up for their Christmas visit. That's so Sheila and her husband and her 2 kids, and I can't remember who else. But
so Sheila wasn't there yet because she didn't live there.
No, because she moved away with her husband, and they had at that point had a 20.
Sheila, why do you go there for Christmas still?
Because I think at that time, like, they were all being supportive of the mom who was gonna leave, so they all knew that she was gonna leave. So they were being so supportive of her. So he, so I guess he was just like blockbustering, chilling. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, he wasn't Netflix and chilling back then, but so you know how you do with the dead bodies outside. So the rest of the family shows up.
He's probably just grinding his teeth on his porch for 4 days.
Probably, Jesus Christ. So the rest of the family shows up, and the first to die was Simmons' son, Billy. So yeah, so his Billy and so his other son Billy was there. Let me say that one more time. His son Billy was there. So the first to die was Simmons' son Billy and daughter-in-law Renata. His daughter-in-law Renata. Both shot dead as they entered the home in full view of their son Trey. Trey was then strangled. So the rest of the family shows up, and I'm sorry, I already said that. So arriving at the house last, and it was like less than an hour than like after he killed, Billy and his family. His daughter Sheila and her husband Dennis, and their daughter, and the daughter that Simmons had fathered with Sheila, and her name was Sylvia Gale. So his daughter / granddaughter. And the child Sheila and Dennis had together, Michael, arrived. It's believed Sheila was shot first. Then Dennis runs into the house after hearing the shot and was shot immediately upon entering the home. Little Sylvia was strangled. And finally, grandson Michael was strangled as well. And the 2 grandsons, so Michael and Trey, they were the ones that the police found in the let me repeat that. So the 12 bodies were the ones that were the last to arrive on the 26th. And those were the bodies that were found in the home. And the 2 children, like the 2 grandsons, Trey and Michael, were the ones that were found in the car in the plastic bags. I don't know why he did that. I'm not quite sure, and nobody knows. So
why did he do anything that he did?
It's true. So after murdering 14 of his relatives, Simon doesn't say, Simmons headed down to the local bar for a drink. He went back to his home, and he spent the rest of the evening and the following day drinking beer and just watching TV.
Finally, I'm off the hook.
He's sitting in his fucking house with all those fucking 12 bodies just neatly in a row like a fucking sicko.
Ew.
Right. So just think about it. They're not just outside the home. They're in the house. For fucking just 2 days. It doesn't matter. So then he didn't cut. So then we cut to like the 28th where he then goes like he finished off his little,
I feel like killing more.
Like his fucking holiday fucking cheer fest, 1987 with the murders in Russellville. So yeah. So Simmons was sent to the Arkansas State Hospital in Little Rock for for competency evaluation and declared sane and capable of standing trial, which is actually more terrifying that this was somebody of sound mind in my brain. I don't know. That's just me. Simmons was charged with 16 counts of murder. The counts were split up into 2 trials. So the ones that were not like of his family and the other ones that were like the 2 that he killed in Russellville. He was found guilty and sentenced to death. On May 31st, the Arkansas governor, Bill Clinton at the time, signed...
Hey, Billy.
He signed the death warrant. And on June 25th of 1990, he died, as he had chosen to do, by lethal injection, which they put, like, in
Wait, what do you mean he had chosen to do?
Like, he asked... He's like, no, I want it. Like, he didn't do any appeals. He didn't do anything. Like, he asked... He's like, I want to be put to death. So, like, at his sentencing, or I mean, he was going to be put to death no matter what, but he's like, yeah, no, there's... He actually quoted, I believe, something along the lines of, if you let me live, that would be more of a cruel and unusual punishment. So he asked to die. And usually, like, in my, like kind of what, like, all the things that I've kind of watched on, like, true crime, like, whatever, documentary shows, like Cold Case Files, and just anything that I've watched, like Forensic Files or American Justice or whatever, like, it takes forever for a death sentence to be carried out. And his death sentence was carried out in 1990, and so he was convicted in 1888. He was convicted in 1888. He was convicted in 1988. That's 2 years. And then, I mean, but...
Because you're on death row for, like, couple.
Usually.
For a while.
You're usually... I mean, like, Scott Peterson, for instance. When did he kill his wife?
A long ass time.
A long time ago. Like, it had to be at least a decade. And he's still sitting on death row. So, and I think it's because that this guy maybe didn't, like, file appeals, and he was like, no, like, put that shit on the express lane. Like, and he actually said, like, I want you to, like, carry my sentence post haste. And they fucking did. So yeah, so that's kind of the story of Mr. Ronald Simmons.
Jesus.
On Christmas. So it actually remains to this day one of the largest mass shootings in largest mass, like, family homicide in the United States.
Wow.
Actually, yeah. I don't know if it's in worldwide, but at least the United States. And then I stumbled upon in Reddit this amazing heavy metal song, and I didn't know if you wanted to riff the lyrics.
You want me to just read them?
Yeah, go ahead and
read them out.
Read the lyrics there.
It's heavy metal.
It's heavy metal.
Ooh,
there it is.
Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Holidays of Horror by Macabre.
I like how you rolled the R.
Macabre. Macabre. How do you say that?
It doesn't matter.
Macaw?
It's the actual parrot.
Is this supposed to rhyme? Anyways,
I don't know.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't rhyme. Simmons went crazy, murdered 16, 14 of them family. He killed them for the holidays. Next verse. Merry Christmas. He gunned his family down. His bullets were their presents. Dead relatives all around. Oh my God.
So
Happy
bad.
New Year. One they won't be here to see. It's the holiday of horror because Ronald Gene Simmons. That's not funny.
It's not funny.
But I'm expecting it to rhyme and it sort of doesn't. He built a wall, sounds familiar, around his trailer home so the neighbors would leave him alone and he didn't want them to see. Sorry. This is not funny. But me trying to read it is right now.
It's not funny at all.
How he abused his family. Merry Christmas. This must be the chorus. Merry Christmas. He gunned his family down. His bullets were their presents. Dead relatives all around.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. One they won't be here to see. It's the holiday of horror
It's no.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. There you go. I figured you'd enjoy that limerick.
I did. That was a limerick.
So yeah, it was
Jeez. Oh.
it was I kind of like blew through that really fast, and I'm sorry, but it was
That was
it
fast.
was,
I thought you were talking to me for 2 hours about that.
It just was a really rough story. I just wanted
was
to kind
sad.
we did not banter a lot because it was just rough and sad and just sad. So I just felt bad for all of them.
They heard it.
Yeah.
They just listened.
Yeah, it was just I just felt like I just like blew through that. So
That's fine.
My
I
bad.
felt like it was long. I didn't think you blew through it at all.
okay, I just thought I felt like it did.
It was heavy enough to where that was fine.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And go watch your favorite holiday movie now
Go hug
with your loved ones.
Go hug your
Hug them.
Oh God! Don't shoot them, but hug them.
They won't.
He was a psycho, but
Wow.
I couldn't. And they also talked about there's some some sources on there like talk about like how did like they not see anything on the fucking like
Yeah.
like the school or whatever, and there was a quote in there that said like, well,
There was no.
the Simmons kids they didn't excel at school. But they just passed, so we didn't really notice them. Like, so just apparently, if you're just mediocre, like you're fucked. So,
What?
that'd be a lesson to you. You either need to be failing really hard or excelling to the point where you're crying in the school bathroom. So, figure it out. Otherwise, you ain't getting a fucking little lifesaver. What do you call it? Like the little floaty that they throw out to
yeah.
sea. Anyway,
Oh.
so that's the end of that tale.
Tales from the City, starring Parker Posey and I
Shut
don't know the
up.
other girl. Sorry, I'm trying to change the subject.
It's fine.
It was a horrible
You smell that weed?
time. I smell it.
Oh, you smell that weed.
I do.
You need to get a little high.
That's fine. I might go walk in there too.
You could. She'd be like, that's fine. Take this apple.
Apple.
Apple. Anyway.
Anyways, can we get this over with? Just kidding. Just kidding.
All right.
It was a very Merry Christmas.
You going to shout out first, or what are we doing?
Oh, guys,
Guys.
welcome and hello and goodbye. But before we say goodbye, we will tell you to go follow us on Instagram and go follow us on Facebook and let us know your thoughts, your comments, your feelings. Share your love. We love hanging out with you guys every week because we all just hanging out, right? That's right. All right. That's all I got to say for now.
I enjoy you.
I might fall asleep soon.
I know.
But I don't want
I'm just letting
because
you go.
I need better thoughts in my brain. So now it's time to roll the dice like
Whatever
we do
you
every
do,
week.
don't watch the documentary. Don't fuck with cats.
Don't.
Don't do it. I mean, everybody, it is a really good documentary, but like, watch it during the daytime, and when you're gonna like watch, like maybe watch some Friends or something before. Just have a really good palate cleanser before and after.
Have a really good talk
And that's
with
kind
your
of for
cat
me. I
before.
fall asleep to cold case files and fucking forensic files, and that was a little like I needed to like have a shower afterwards. Anyway,
Yeah, I feel really sad after this one.
yeah, it was just a little sad, just because again, like you add like the mass
the
murder element,
family.
and then you add the family element, and then you add like the incest element, and it's just the fact that he also like killed his own kids,
It's like
and his granddaughter daughter, which is, and then he was
he literally killed his entire, like, everyone in his life.
Well, he's like what he's called is a family annihilator.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Is that the term?
Yeah, it actually is the term. It's a family annihilator. It's fucked up.
That's definitely something.
All right, I've shooken this dice up real nice.
You've been shaking that for at least
well, I
want
to make sure that it's fair and like I
Yeah,
don't
you
get
better not roll
again,
crime again. Just
right?
kidding.
So I'm just making sure that everyone knows.
She's been shaking this dice. One is not crime. It's
That is
nostalgia, pop culture.
That's totally nostalgia. Sweet. I'm excited about that.
Okay. We remembered. We didn't even have to look,
I didn't
but we did.
because I know which two they are now.
5 is science.
You
I
think?
always roll science.
It's because you love science.
But I do have a good one.
Oh, look at you.
It's probably because I've been like, oh, actually there were 2 good science ones this week that I was like, oh, I could do that for science.
Sweet.
So now I really have a hard decision to make.
Good. Oh, shit. Jesus.
I do love science.
Okay.
And I do love you, Shay.
I love you too, but I want you to get out of my house.
Okay, yeah, I want to get out of your house.
Okay.
I want to go
I'm kidding.
away from here.
That's fair. I do too. I need to sage
And
the house.
hopefully you'll watch me as I walk to my car.
I will, but he's dead now, so it's fine. He died in 1990.
Okay.
And honestly, like, he wasn't out for you. Did you ever make his advances go away? No? Then you're fine.
No, but I've definitely turned down a lot of advances.
No.
So many.
Unless they look like a bearded
Too
Santa
many to
Claus, then
count.
you were fine.
So many advances.
Me too. Not really. My cat's advances. Anyway.
Some old man weird advances. Homeless guy advances.
Oh, I haven't had that yet. That's a goal this year.
You've never had a homeless man
The
advance
last
at you?
4 days.
We got at least a week.
Yeah.
Got 10.
Well,
girl.
I'm sure they have. I just have ignored them. Because, you
couldn't understand them because they were so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, the bottles of piss being thrown at me were not helpful.
Look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. Every day is so wonderful.
Oh, my word. Are we done?
Yeah.
think we might
Did
be
I
done.
roll? 5. Science.
Yes,
We're done.
we're done.
All right, guys. Merry fucking Christmas.
I
No,
hope
I'm
you
just
get
kidding.
everything that you
Happy
want.
holidays.
No guns.
Because sometimes you don't celebrate Christmas, and that's fine.
Yeah, happy Kwanzaa.
So happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa to you. Would that be really racist if that came out this?
What?
Like, would that be a horrible? Is that not okay to say anymore?
What?
Merry Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa.
Was that ever okay to say?
I mean, on an old Navy commercial, so that's really okay. If it's
I
on
think
an
they were trying
old
to be
Navy,
all, like,
inclusive. Yeah,
You
but
can't.
that's not not. I don't know. Just a dumb.
Ignorant white bitch.
True.
We're all horrible.
True.
It's fine. It's fine.
My first nickname in the kitchen was Wera because that's what I am.
Oh, I love you.
Anywho, well, we love you guys. We hope you have a wonderful holiday. We hope that you are happy and healthy and thriving, living your life, eating your favorite holiday meal.
Is this a TED Talk? What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why can't I wish good fortune on my fellow listeners
Okay. Go on.
for the New Year's
Okay.
and beyond, and to infinity and beyond? Well, Shay, Merry Christmas to you, my little Topo Chico.
I am a Topo Chica.
Tipo Chica. Topa
Chica.
Chica. The top chick, bitch. Topo.
What?
Is that top? No. Tapadera. No, that's lid. Topo. What is that?
I don't know, man.
Shay,
What are you doing?
I'm going home to sleep. Okay, and on that note, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.